Hey everyone, it's Coolkid here, and it's time for another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1033. And oh my god, guys, if you liked how last chapter was a Zorro chapter, guess what? We're getting another Zorro chapter! Yay! And I guess that's really all to say at the beginning, other than let's see. Check out the live reaction that I and the Runaway Lords did on their channel, probably in the iCard or whatever. Let's see. By the time this video comes out, there should be my next episode for my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke will be out. So, check that out. And also, you can watch them live on Twitch. Let's see. Also, recently I did an unboxing on the channel. If you're feeling a little earthbound, you might check it out. And also, I'm having a feeling I might be doing another unboxing pretty soon. Well, there's also, at least on my channel. I probably shouldn't actually talk about that. But yeah, I guess it's really it. I'll say before the beginning. So yeah, let's get started with the chapter review, which of course, as always, we do the cover page, which is another reader request, but still, we always gotta have a reader request. We got let's see, Tashigi dressed up as a bad guy getting defeated by baby penguins playing hero. And it says what it says. Just cute little penguins being heroes, defeating the evil shark Tashigi, and the cute little flag. Okay. This is cute and adorable. I love it, especially with the penguins dressed up as Sora. I think they're supposed to be Sora. Yeah, which I should mention, if you do watch that live reaction to the chapter, I for a split second, I was like, wait, Sora? Oh yeah, Sora. Because always, whenever I think of Sora, I think of Sora from Kingdom Hearts, but this is One Piece. There's a different Sora, so, that always just gets me confused. But yeah, they're dressed up as playing Sora, Tashigi as the evil shark. And, okay, one thing I do have to admit that I freaking love is just we got, Smoker just, sitting there in the background being like, yeah, you better not mess with me because, one step closer, I'm not playing at no games. So, yeah, I freaking love that from Smoker. Actually, I should probably just leave my, Zangetsu out just for, video purposes later. But yeah, I guess that's really it. I mean, if you read the chapter, you know why they specifically picked Shigi. Which, actually, if you haven't read the chapter, go leave this review and read the chapter. That's my chapter. That's my free spoilers. Read the chapter. But, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess I'll mention this much for, anyone who hasn't read the chapter, which leave this video and go read the chapter again. But the chapter title, which I don't usually talk about, we got Shimosuke Kozo Buro. Okay? Got that memorized? Keep that memorized for later on in the video. Because that character will be kind of important to the chapter. Anything else? Not really. So I guess we can get started with the chapter review itself. So it continues on from last chapter where, Enma was sucking the hockey out of Zorro. And it continues back on where it's like, Enma, who gave you permission to unleash your power? And gets, Zorro gets back control of Enma and, stops it from sucking its hockey. And then we got King who's jumping in. He's like, oh, what's wrong? Having an argument with your sword. And King goes right in front of Zorro, where he's just standing there menacingly. And yeah, Zorro's like, what the hell are you doing? And he just stabs him straight towards the chest, and we got Kingsley's being like, jackpot. And just, he causes a giant explosion. Boom! I don't know why. I'll talk about maybe why later on in the chapter. But yeah, just a giant explosion causes. So after that, we move all the way to the pleasure hall where we got Sanji versus Queen's fight is happening. And then we got Queen who's being like, you must have been calling Pirate Hunter on the snail, haven't you? It wasn't it? Trust me, he can't beat King. And then he continues going on like, that guy's a remnant of the extinct Lunarians, a monster world capable of surviving in any environment. In the past, his people were known as gods. And Sanji asks, then why would they have died out? And Queen's like, you want to know? Go read a history book. And that's basically it with this scene with Sanji and Queen. And actually, for both of them for the rest of the chapter. Which, okay. I know I will talk about, the rest of the stuff with Queen and Sanji and, the whole deal with Lunarians from what I speak of. But I'll leave that towards the end of the video. But what I do gotta say here is I do kind of find it funny that Queen is just spouting all this, secret stuff that I'm pretty sure King really doesn't want him telling off to people. And Sanji's like, so what happened? And Queen's like, I'm not telling you, just get a history book for that. So, I do kind of find that funny. And, let's just say this won't be the only time Queen will be, spouting out stuff like this. Well, I don't want to spoil you, but maybe check out next chapter to see that. But, yeah, continuing back, we go back with the fight between King and Zorro, and we got Zorro just barely surviving the attack. He's like, man, that was close. If I hadn't used up my argument hockey, I would have totally been dead. And he's wondering, okay, how the heck did he survive? He freaking blew himself up. And then Zorro goes into, let me try to do it here. He does one sword style. We got Lion Song Dance. Wait, yeah. It's Death Lion Song. And the attack does no real damage to King. Barely anything. And then King, almost immediately after getting attacked, he transforms into his Pterodon? Yeah, I think I'm saying it right. Because last time I kept messing it up for some reason. But yeah, he transforms into his Pterodon and he does the, pulling back on the thing with the Imperial State thing. I still don't know what's it called. But yeah, he's he's getting ready to pull it back. And freaking Zorro's like, oh no, I better get ready to block this one. But then Enma, at the worst possible time, starts to suck up Hake, and he's like, oh Jesus, no, not right now, Enma. And King does his Imperial Deep Pride Stank, which it does hit Zorro, but just barely, and Zorro's still taking a good amount of damage from this. And oh yeah, the ground freaking crumbles down, which while Zorro is falling down, he wait, I almost missed one line where we got King being like a swordsman being held back by his own sword. That's a new one. But yeah, back where I was, while Zorro was falling down, he sees the Sandai Kitetsu, and then he grabs it, and Zorro flashes back with moments with the Sandai Kitetsu. Let's see, the first one, it's with Teyuyama, and he's like, you already wield the Sandai Kitetsu. That's one of my swords. He's like, huh? Really? And the next one's with the swordsman seller Iban Matsu, I think that's what his name, from log town. He's like, what fool? I can't sell you that sword. If you die, it's like I'll kill you myself. He's like, don't worry, I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we get to present where King just is like, you're going to die just to save your sword, and just a flaming kick to Zorro, which knocks him back into some land, and Zorro's like, damn, that felt hot, but thank goodness you didn't fill off Wado Ichimonji. And then we get a flashback on, remember how he got it, where he was like, Sensei, may I have your sword? I promise for the both of us that I'll become a great master swordsman, that my names will even know into heaven. And then we get another one with Tenuyama. He's like, there must be some kind of twist of fate. You see, the white blade, Wado Ichimonji and Enma, are both crafted by the same man, blacksmith Shimosuke Kozaburo. Which, okay. Remember when I said earlier, keep that in mind, memorized in part of your head? We'll get to that just in a second. But yeah, we go to present where Zorro's thinking about this. He's like, it came to me all of a sudden. I wasn't putting it together, but why would a famous katana, a Wano, just be in some random village in the East Blue? And then, we got King. He's just like shooting with Imperial sling and arrows. And do you have all 3 swords yet? And then Zorro goes to grab Enma, which almost immediately it just starts sucking up hockey from him almost immediately. He thinks about some moments with, we get another Zorro flashback where he thinks about with Momonosuke, where he's like, Zorro, they not told me to say snatch you. And, Zorro's like, oh, yeah, that. Some old guy in my village told me that. Personally, I never said it myself. And then, okay, this is the start of the big flashback, that the big one in this chapter that everyone's probably talking about. But, okay. The old man was always sitting there at the coast, never revealed his name. Not until the day he died, I learned that he was Koina's grandpa. Blacksmith Shimosuke Kozaburo. He broke some laws and left the land over 800 years ago. So, just to make it basically short and easy, this stuff was actually revealed in an SBS. I forgot which SBS, but yeah, it was revealed that Koina's grandpa was, Kozaburo Shimosuke. And then, that obviously led to Koina's dad, the guy who runs the dojo. God, I just completely, I just don't remember his names. Sorry, but yeah, that's the lineage we got with, at least with Kozaburo's lineage, the connection to Wano. And actually, the reason SBS does have something, relating to, I guess, lineage of Wano, but I'll talk about that when, I get to SBS 100, not 100, 101. But, continuing on, we actually started the flashback with 13 years ago, the East Blue, Zorro's hometown, Shimosuke Village, the Frostman, which actually I don't think that was ever, at least in the manga side, was ever, at least in the English speakers. It's always been Shimosuke Village, but I think this is the first time saying Frostman. So, basically we go with, finally, our first appearance of Kozaburo, him being like, Snatchy, the magic word that summons strength to your heart. And boom, we see a freaking Kozaburo Shimosuke right there. Or in this chapter, Old Man of the Village. But, he looks kind of weird and wacky just for an Oda design, just, you know, how he does. But actually, fun fact about Kozaburo's design in an SBS, I forgot which SBS was it, but in one of the SBSs, someone asked to, you know, draw, you know, all of Zorro swords, but morphized. And if I remember correctly, I believe it was the Watto actually shares a very striking similarity to the you know, Kozaburo as we see here. Obviously, you know, Watto in the SBS looks younger, but you know, so that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing that Oda did that, you know, thought was a cool fun fact to show. But yeah, I guess back to, you know, the chapter, we got Zorro being like, well, yeah, that sounds kind of like snatchy. I just don't get it. Anyway, old man, is it true that you used to be a samurai? Everyone at the dojo said it. And then we got Kozaburo being like, hush up about it, or the Navy will come and invade this village. He's like, huh? The Navy? Why? It's like, none of your business. Get lost. Fine, you stubborn old fart. And Zorro goes back to, you know, practicing his swordsmanship. And Kozaburo's like, well, is the dojo boring you? And we got Zorro saying, I lost to Kuina again. I need more practice. And then Kozaburo hands Zorro 2 swords, which I don't know if you guys remember because it was a long time ago, but you know those 2 random other swords that Zorro had and pretty much got broke to Mihawk? Yeah, they came from Kozaburo. I mean, honestly, I guess that makes sense. Honestly, I don't know. For the longest time, I thought Zorro just went to some random ass, you know, sword shop somewhere, and he's like, just give me the cheapest sword. And I thought they came from there. But yeah, you know, that's cool they come from Kozaburo. But yeah, Zorro's reacting to this. He's like, what? No, I can't. I can't pay for these. And Kozaburo's like, it's just fine. You can have them. Plus, they're crap. It's the only thing I seem to be able to forge anymore. You can use them for practice if you want. But listen closely. A sword's like a kitchen knife. But for murder, they're crafted to kill people. A blacksmith hones his craft, so his weapons are better than killing than any other. And Zorro's just reacting, and she's like, yikes. And we got Kozaburo continuing saying, like, a sword has its own personality. A swordsman must be better. A swordsman must master it, bend it to its will. You think a dangerous sword is cursed? No, that's a sign of great quality. When the weak fear a sword, they call it cursed. That's a badge of honor. They should be frightened. They are meant to cause terrible trouble, terrible harm. Well, there was once a blade that I crafted when I was a young man. It was the greatest weapon that I have ever made. Its position is seriously deadly. Just holding in your hand gave you a shiver down your spine. I gave this masterpiece the name of the king who watches over hell. And Zorro just then realizes, like, wait a minute. The king of the underworld, Enma. Well, this isn't Enma, but Zangetsu will have to do. But yeah, he realizes Enma was crafted by the same man, Kozaburo, that old man on the coast he knew for, you know, how many years, so long ago. And Zorro's just like, wait a minute, my village name is Shimosuke. This cannot be a village. And, you know, and thinks back with people saying like, "Hey, did you know our village was built by pirates?" That's what it said. And taking it off of being like the blacksmith Shimosuke Kozaburo broke some laws and left this land over 50 years ago. He's like, damn, that old man. He was a samurai of Wano, the blacksmith Shimosuke Kozaburo. A great blade can see within you. It chooses the swordsman who wields it the best. And he's thinking like, it came to me. It chose me. So it can test me. And then, he's looking upon on Enma. And meanwhile, we got just King, slowly falling downwards and, kind of almost like a fallen angel kind of way. Like a Sephiroth. Sephiroth! I couldn't make that joke, but yeah. We got Zorro finally picking up Enma, and he's like, a sword is honest, direct, but not wicked. It's true. It was my strength that was lacking. Does this mean that even with so much my hockey being drained, Odin wielded you as if you're light as a feather? And then, meanwhile, that's happening, we got some random, I guess, just beast pirates being in the background. I'm like, hey, look, it's Pirate Hunter Zorro, and there's King. Hey, let's take him now. We really could use that promotion. And Zorro's like, how should I stay on my hockey? Even if I get excellent at this level, it would kill me. And he just shuts down a bunch of hockey. And, well, yeah, I'll just say, he basically puts Conqueror's hockey into Enma and all of his blades. And then, because of that, all the, I guess, random beast pirates just get, knocked down from Conqueror's hockey, which we're almost at the end of the chapter, so I'll talk about that. But King's like, so yeah, you'd be intent to be a king with Zorro, with all of his swords just jetting out this black Conqueror's hockey lightning. And, Zorro, in the last two panels of the chapter are, the flashback where, Zorro told Luffy, he's like, oh, yeah, the world's greatest swordsman. That's great, that's fitting. Since I'm going to be the new king of the pirates, anything lower would just be an insult, or, it would just make me look bad. And Zorro's like, well, that's right. I gotta keep a promise to my captain and to my best friend. Chapter ends. So, usually this would be the section of the video where I would say something like, I don't know, along the lines of, when's the next chapter? Oh, look at it there. But, I'm late with this chapter review. So, yeah, I can't tell you that. Actually, speaking of next upcoming chapters, I came into, I guess, a weird dilemma. Because when I'm recording this, the next chapter is going to be, I believe, 1035. Yeah, 1035. And, in the unofficial release, it said we're having a week break. But in the official, we got, still the days counting down. So, I don't know what happened, if there was a mistake or something, or are we actually going to get a week break or not? Hopefully, so we can catch up to these damn chapter reviews for, being dragged out for... I just gotta catch up. I only got this one, next one, and if another one does drop, I gotta get that one. But yeah, so let's get to the chapter review. And, I definitely want to talk about Zorro using Conqueror's hockey. But before that, okay, can I just be real? What the hell are all these beast pirates thinking about? We got like one of them being like, hey, it's Pirate Hunter Zorro. Honestly, he's fighting, King, one of the strongest members in the beast pirates. Yeah, honestly, we could jump him. There's no way this would fail. Zorro even uses Conqueror's hockey, and they are way out of your league. I just don't understand like at this point with the, I think I said this before in another chapter review, but like at this point just the Ram Riffraff Beast Pirates, I feel like you have a better chance of surviving if you just escape Wano instead of being stuck with the Beast Pirates with, Big Mom and then, King accidentally cutting up a couple of the Beast Pirates, and then, Queen just, with the plague and everything. Honestly, I would just say, fuck it. I'm leaving. Honestly, at least if I go Blackbeards or Shanks, they won't purposely kill me. Well, I mean, I don't know if Blackbeard might. I don't know. But yeah, why even try at this point? They really think they could have taken Zorro. But yeah, official. Finally, freaking Zorro jets out the Conqueror's Haki. I mean, we obviously already knew that from, Roof Piece that can use Conqueror's Haki. But yeah, it seems like he's finally understand, I guess, how to just naturally do it. Because, he figured out, okay, this is how I jet out all my Haki, finally using for my own Conqueror's Haki, which, oh my god, Zorro having Conqueror's Haki, it's so cool. And as I said there, I'm perfectly, honestly fine with Zorro having Conqueror's Haki. Actually, one thing I should probably also mention before continuing on that, at the end, some people were thinking that, oh yeah, he's saying Luffy, his captain and my best friend. He's just talking about Luffy. Personally, I always thought he was talking about, his captain, Luffy, and his best friend, Kuina. So that's what I thought. But I mean, either way, it works perfectly fine. But yeah, him finally using Conqueror's Haki, battling against King. Oh my god, that is so cool. Actually, I guess before talking about more King battle, I do want to talk about the whole flashback sequence with Kozaburo Shimosuke. And, him basically saying, each sword has its own personality. A swordsman must master it to bend it to its will. You think it's dangerous because it's cursed? No, that's a sign of its greatness. When the weak fear a sword, they call it cursed. So that's always kind of interesting to me because, obviously cursed swords always have, I guess, a mind of their own. They aren't sentient, but they definitely always have a mind of their own. I was interested how Oda was going to take about it because I think it was clear from day one they're not going to do, since I got Zangetsu here, it's not like freaking the Wado has its own soul and everything, and Zorro has to interact and unlock its true power. No. More or less, these swords have their own will, and you have to be a very powerful swordsman to manipulate, its will, so you can use it as your own. And also, that's very interesting. I do like at least we're getting confirmation for that, and I mean if it's a fun, I'm actually kind of curious how the curses of other swords. I know for a fact Law Sword is cursed. I don't know why it is, but that's very interesting. Just pointing it out there. But what else I could talk about with the flashback? I mean, the whole line where he was talking about with is always like, hey, look, these are dangerous weapons. These are weapons for killing. So I mean, that's something to be stated. If he's literally giving the swords to Zorro, when I think at this point he's still lost to Kuina. That was, I actually, oh god, Zorro's like 21. This happened 13 years ago. Don't worry about it. I suck at math anyway. But there's that. And the whole thing with Enma, with what he said about just holding it put a shiver down your spine. So it makes me think that Enma was not necessarily always like sucking up hockey from like day one with Kozabro. The second he made it, it didn't suck up hockey. It sucked up hockey because Odin wielded so much damn hockey and put into it that now when it got to a new owner and they weren't putting up enough hockey into it, its own will was like, no, I need that requirement. And then Zorro was like, well, fine, I gotta give you as much hockey as God damn the Chad himself, Odin was. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Let's see what else. Actually, you know what? Let's skip all the way back to the moment with Queen and Sanji. Which one? Sanji. I don't want to talk about Sanji and how the fight's going because okay, no spoilers, but next chapter it's a Sanji versus Queen chapter. But back to it. At least what Queen says. How about the extinct race of Nemrians? They are monsters capable of surviving in any environment. In the past, these people were known as a god. And I think especially with the line, these people were known as a god, with the celestial dragons having themselves as the image of we're literally gods. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that they try to get them eliminated. But if they are so powerful, they can't just be... I wonder what exactly how they eliminated them. And I did hear theories before that they used to be on top of the red line. And I mean, personally, that would make sense. The red line, and I don't know. I still think the Lunarians have a connection with the sky races. So, they could have existed on the red line because I think the red line is just barely tall enough to get to the blue sea or the lower level of the Sky Islands. So yeah, I just personally think that and it does make it seem that they're very powerful beings surviving in any environment. So I wonder, I mean, in any environment, does that mean that they were probably, maybe they were a lot more active? Well, I don't know. Maybe. And also, I mean, if they are powerful, and I guess him literally exploding is a natural, effect. I mean, if their powers are simply fire, I mean, fire can get you a long way. Explosions, fire kicks, whatever. I still think, either way, all that damage, I guess with fire gets a lot. And obviously we don't know what happens to them, but as I made the guess with the celestial dragons. So yeah, I guess that's with Queen. And honestly, with this chapter, with it being completely one side, with King's favor and just Zorro busting out Lion Sign, getting stopped by Enma, which got the ground crumble, and trying to grab each of the three swords. And honestly, I love that sequence where he's going one by one, like I gotta get Katetsu, and then I gotta get the Wado, and then I gotta get Enma. And there's between each sequence there's flashbacks to each of the swords. I like that. I mean, I thought that was cool. Yeah. Let's see what else I could talk about. And freaking, I do have to admit, it was cool that we got freaking King in the chapter descending down like a Sephiroth. I'll never stop with that. Now since I'm doing that, I don't know. Maybe my new running joke will be, is King Sephiroth? Oh shit, we actually haven't seen, what King looks like fully. Who knows? Maybe he does look like Sephiroth with the long hair, and, if he takes off the Gimp suit, we find out that he is truly a one-winged angel. Hopefully he doesn't pull out Supernova and it takes like a shit million years to pull off the move. But yeah, honestly, I think all the stuff that they talked about in this chapter was really cool, and Zorro eventually finally himself showing off consciously how to use Conker's hockey. And I know a lot of people are saying this because of that. They're looking at it being like, hey, maybe Sanji should have Conker's hockey. And honestly, I'm personally fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying I'm fine with it. Anything else? I mean, I really can't say what will happen next chapter because I've already read next chapter. Let me think. Genuinely, I really do like that whole sequence. We got with Kosoburo, and even though it opened up a lot of things for us, especially with Enma and everything, yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I do have to admit, at least Oda is giving us the detail for where did Zorro get those 2 random swords. Honestly, I don't think that really matters. Like, that's kind of a detail that, honestly, in the long story, and we don't even really need to know that because, as I said earlier, I thought, for the longest time, he while he was getting lost somewhere in the East Blue, he went to some random sword shop and he's like, where's the cheapest swords? And he just picked up 2 random ones. And he's like, yeah, thanks. So yeah. Anything? Oh God, I want to talk about more, but it's a really cool chapter. It's Zorro. Zorro chapters are always cool. I just can't wait to see what's next. So yeah, actually, what's my time? Yeah, I guess that's a decent amount of time for this video. So yeah, I don't know. Repeat myself. Check out my videos. My Pokemon, Nuzlocke, not Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon, Nuzlocke, yeah, it is Brilliant Diamond. Yeah, so check out my Brilliant Diamond playthrough. It's cool. Actually, in the latest episode, it should be out by now, but yeah, on the second episode I died, so I restarted the Let's Play, and boom, I beat the place where I lost in a single episode. Surprised me, who knew actually playing this game smartly makes you win. Who knows? But yeah, I beat where I died. So yeah, I'm back up, and it's a cool stream. I mean, even though it's basically the new episode is basically episode 1. But again, so yeah, check it out. Runaway Warlords with their panel by panel live reaction, which I'm still unsure about because the whole point of the rebranding is supposed to be like, oh yeah, we'll go each by panel, but still, it basically is like at the beginning. We try to do that, but closer and closer we get to the end, we're like, screw that. We're just going to do our usual thing. People are like, oh my God, Zorro's doing this and that. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm dropping my jaw. So I don't know if the panel by panel works. It's there, but yeah, I did a recent unboxing, so check that out. I guess that's really it. So I guess I'll see you guys next time when Zorro's true power of a conquerors shall be shown. See you. Oh hey, look, my camera decided to stop recording before doing the end segment, but real quick, forgot to show, yeah, Christmas shirt. I mean, it's on in this video, I just never clearly said. But yeah, how should I end this video? We all got ways to end videos. I like talking about random bullshit. Honestly, not that I don't like Jaws, but like, we need to replace them. We need to get some like new blood. I mean, at this point, it's tradition. How can we not? It's like if I remove Ava. Well, I mean, I do got Halloween Mimikyu, and I also do got Barry. So it is very tempting just to replace them. But yeah, oh jeez, my thing is heating up fast. So yeah, I guess if I were to put something in Jaws' place, what should I do? Well, you know, until then, I guess see you guys later. Bye.